easy comp to pilot.
Yeah.
That being said, if you are first to the objective as KT, trying to walk in through Ziggs poke and Zoe poke is going to be an absolute nightmare. And CFO at the end of the day kind of just went with like a couple meatballs and some scaling carries.
He's like, we're winning a little bit too hard, buddy. The ward.
Well, Kaiwing has to kill the ward, so he's delayed at getting to the mid lane. Hongq has to flash away with Peter but collapsing. Cuz has started up the grubs and picked up one of them so far. When he took that Chem Drake earlier on. Ginger trying to steal away one of these if he can, but he's at a numbers disadvantage right now.
But you still have that TP on Docdam, who's just gone for the reset as well, so potentially going to TP up to this fight. This is risky for a CFO.
Sleep onto Hongq. BDD doesn't have a huge amount of mana. Grubs begun again by Cars. The flash! Headbutt pulverize! Oh, Peter, take a medal, take a prize, impaled under the tower, but he takes the enemy mid laner down with him. Rest trying to come in from the side. He's going to get slept as well. A perfect nap for KT to collapse as Docdam takes the kill. Kaiwing chased out, make it 3. KT secure the feats of warfare.
KT
We have the Ziggs, who's going to be TPing in, adding the extra man, and just beautiful play there from Peter. Uses the W taxi and then Q flash forward out of that, sets him up for first blood. Does lose his life, but Docdam is there. They have the extra member. They get the feats of warfare, and Hongq's just caught snoozing. He is taken down from long range.
Yeah, it is really looking tough already as Kaiwing gonna get spotted and Peter's looking.
The sleep again. Hongq's gonna have nightmares. Collapse from KT. And BDD claims his second.
The best Zoe in the world. And answer to this Caitlyn, and it has been just excelling throughout the entire game.
And we've talked about it so often for CFO. If Junja and Hongq can be on the same page, they can do work, but KD have shut them down perfectly. Docdam flashes away, the headshot's not enough! The Peacemaker doesn't find its mark. Junja flashes finally! Finds the shutdown, Cuz now on the back foot, ults away with that Heartbreaker. A magical journey for Junja onto Peter, but a double blast cone will get them to safety. As Junja might try and collapse on BDD. Ishtar's impact in, catches Peter, slams him into the wall. The rest of CFO trying to collapse, but there's the trample stun, a good impale through the wall. Cuz able to flash away, asleep onto that Skarner. Paddlestar just short of connecting. Spiraling despair on BDD, Peter falling low. Hongq finds the kill, BDD still dashing forward with the portal. Jumps KT set up vision around the Drake, will be soul point for them, and an Infernal Soul with Ziggs and Zoe is not something you want to give over easily. Already down to 4k. Peter acting as a bouncer, Rest trying to get in, Ginger going forward as well, but a good pulverize from Peter. The Drake stopped with a Temper Fate, the Sleepy Trouble Bubble not going to hit on Doggo. The smite from Ginger finds it and impale as well. Spiraling despair for KT is perfect. Forced to flash away. CFO find the fight, find 2. Rest dives onto the backline, gets a double knock. Ginger still looking for the chase. A Satchel charge out into the flash. Edge of Ishtar won't go any further with that Ishtar's impact. An ace in the hole won't be enough, but Rest still on the chase onto BDD. Forces him back underneath his tower.
KT's poke is exceptional.
Look at Rest.
No poke lands, and Rest want to keep this going.
He slept. Satchel Charge's going to knock him back. Decimating Smash there as well. Rest used the tunnel. He flashes back in! And Rest just slices them where they stand. He'll pay for it with his life. In the end, CFO turn their eyes towards the Herald.
Exactly, they're going to be able to use that pressure to go over towards the Herald. I mean, this is the other side of this style of composition. It is so...
As you would like.
But for me, it's less about the gold, it's about the map control.
Sure.
Because that's really what CFO need.
Any like point and click, you're not paired with a Syndra, an Annie, an Ahri, anything like that. So it's again, it's just everything is, does your poke land.
Oh my god! Oh my god, the Mega Inferno Bomb of Doom, and Ginger overstepping Peter with a great double pulverize onto the backline, and everything hits this time. Rest tries to dive in, but is put to sleep, and all he'll see are nightmares of KT. A triple in the end for Docdam, another sleep landing, and the chase comes out from Perfect and from Docdam! Hongq is not done yet. Castle chasing down. A heartbreaker, a stake through the heart of CFO as KT win out the fight.
It's a taster of what CFO could have. Getting out of this roster is insane right now.
I mean, we just got to see what the two different fights look like. The ability, he's looking like he's got an aimbot. He's just point and click.
Peter caught with a Tempered Fate. And that cow might be going golden, but he is going to get skewered by CFO. The Otacon next TP's coming out as CFO try to up the tempo. TP out from Perfect as well as KT are going to call for a fight of their own.
You've got to wait for BDD. This wall could be devastating, but he's so far away. The ultimates are flying, but Articon is going down.
Honku already down to half HP. Perfect with the decimating smash, doesn't land it. The Articon should be secured here for CFO. They get it. The sleep lands, but only onto rest. Will KT continue to chase, or will they accept that this fight is not for them?
Fantastic play from CFO. They get the pick and they just force their hand, immediately start the Otacon, rush it down. Don't allow KT to get set up. KT's comp is so weak when they're late to the fight.
And this is the scrappiness we were talking about for CFO. They don't want to give up the area. Dragon's there.
Oh, the damage onto Honku, spiraling despair though, into the net! And down goes BDD. Kaz on the backline gets the reset. He possesses that way, and the chase continues. Dives across the wall. Spectral Maw doesn't get the stun. Ginger trying to retreat. Dogdam looking for that satchel. Another stun's going to land. And Rest has the flank. Dogger's there as well. Ginger falls. And now the Skarner taken away by Kaz. Rest trying to get in, locked against the wall. And Kaiwing and Doggo leave him for the KT Wolves. They'll get the kills. They'll clean it out. And will they turn their eyes towards the Drake? They'll do that and take mid.
CFO tried to salvage the play with Doggo and Rest running as fast as they could, but it's KT who are pouncing on Junja and finding the kills they need to turn the play back.
I mean, it feels like it was just 2 or 3 minutes ago that we were talking about Cuz being down 1.3 gold. He got 7 kills in a row, and now is up nearly lack of consistent damage. Doesn't feel like they have that anymore.
Honku's
the timing!
Decimating smash against the knockup. They don't kill the tower. Mega Inferno will go down as well, as Honku takes a drive to his demise, and now KT can look for more. BDD with a paddle start.
Carry down.
And it was unnecessary. You didn't need to take that ride.
Who can control vision? And right now it's been KT with the pushing waves, and it's them getting the much easier setup.
BDD pushing in this top side. Sent to a coffin. The CFO will use this time to push in the mid lane though, take a tower of their own, can chase forward a little bit further. They do have cannon minion here, acing the hole onto Dogdam. Now they retreat because KT are collapsing.
But you still have BDD pushing to that bottom side, so CFO, they're not able to get the tier 2. It would be BDD who's able to pick up that objective, but CFO...
Flash from Junja, Impale doesn't connect, but the damage onto Kaz will stick. Meanwhile on the backline, Doggo has to retreat. Kaiwing doing the same, perfect still, just standing as a meat wall in front of CFO. Junja's gonna fall first, BDD gets Honku, and now KT can smell their victory.
BDD arrives and CFO dies. The Baron is next on the table here. They are crushing this fight. CFO got picked off in the side lane, tried to force their hand, but KT make the collapse happen. And not only do they get that, they got
They're
the tier
hoping they can burst it down. They should be able to do so, as Rest was there. But KT...
hero steal.
Rest is in the top lane, pushing in for that tier 2, does have the teleport and will use it. The Drake down to 9,000, BDD looking to see if he can find a sleepy trouble bubble. Lands it onto Rest, he can't join the fight. Tempered Fate on the backline, Paddlestar just short. Dragon down to 4k as KT look for the soul and knock back onto Junja. And again, it's Peter who keeps the enemy jungler at bay. Rest dives in, but the rest of his team are distracted by the cow. Now the chase in with an unstoppable onslaught. And if that's not a name for how KT have played this series, I don't know what is. Unstoppable from KT as they march down CFO and look for the semis.
No one expected KC to be one of the teams that could push themselves forward, but at semi-finals in their eyes, their curses may be damned in this position.
For the first time ever, KT looked ahead to the World Semifinals.
And with only Kaiwing left to watch, CFO will be eliminated. A valiant stand from them. A valiant stand for the LCP, but today is KT's day. Kaiwing can do nothing but watch as KT take the Nexus towers. The Nexus next, the KT coaster keeps on climbing. For the first time in history, KT are going to semis.